TeachAnOldDogNewTricks.com. More than 40 hours of free computer training. Sit, stay, and learn. Thank you. Hi ladies and gentlemen, this is Tony Holowitz and I want to thank you for being here for this tutorial. In our previous tutorial about invoices, we get to the point where we are going to set up an item code or an item. You're going to see different invoice layouts call this something slightly different, but that's okay. Same idea regardless of what it's called, and you'll see that as we go along. So let's say, for example, we're about to sell the ABC company 10 half gallons of strawberry ice cream. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come here and I'm going to type in half gallon and I'm going to hit tab to go on to the next screen. So again, as you can see, as we add things for the first time, it's prompting us to add these. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on yes to add it. At this point, it comes in and it asks us for some information. Now, this is an area that I've always found a little confusing about QuickBooks, and for the sake of our tutorial today, I'm just going to leave it as service. I'm not going to debate the options here for this moment. But what I want to do is I want to hit the tab key, and now I went down to where it says half gallon. I'm going to hit the tab key again, and it asks me if I want to make it a sub-item of something else. So actually, I am going to make it a sub-item. I'm going to come here, and I'm going to type in vanilla. I might have said strawberry earlier, but I'm going to change it to vanilla. So we're going to sell a half gallon of vanilla ice cream. I'm going to hit the tab key again. And again, it's saying, hey, vanilla isn't there as a product or service. So I'm going to click yes, and it's going to prompt me to set it up. At this point, I'm just going to leave it as vanilla. I'm not going to add anything else except a description. So I'm going to type in creamy, delicious, or awesome vanilla. I'm going to hit the tab key. The rate I'm not going to deal with right at this moment. I'm going to hit down and go down to the account, and I'm going to add an account called sales. It's income. Next, I'm going to simply come up and click on OK. Now, this half gallon is a sub-item of vanilla. Why is that relevant? Because we might want to see a breakdown of how much vanilla ice cream we've sold and base it on the quantity, half gallon, pint, or a container, which I'll get into later. I'm going to hit the tab key again. I'm going to ignore some of these things. Again, some of these are things that I don't want to address because they might be unique to your business. Again, I'm going to come down here and I'm going to type in creamy, I think that's what I put before, awesome vanilla. And I'm going to put it in two places. Next, I'm going to come over here and create a rate. I'm going to call the rate $3.99. I'm going to hit the tab key, and again, I'm going to enter this into sales. So there's some things that are duplicated here, but you'll see as you do this the first time, it's not as relevant. This is where an accountant might disagree with me, but again, I'm just going through these items to set it up. Keep in mind, it's always good to have a QuickBooks consultant or someone that can help you one-on-one to sort of get you through this process, and it's going to force you to answer some fundamental questions about how you do things. And again, if you need my help, you can always reach out to me because this is what I do. So next, I'm going to click OK. So let's take a look at what just occurred. We've created 10 vanilla half gallon, or let me rephrase that. We've created an invoice for 10 half gallons of vanilla ice cream. It put our description in right here, put in our price, and it multiplied the 10 times $3.99 and put a total out here. So at this point, if we decided we were done with this is all we want to put on here, no problem. We could create our first invoice, and that's actually what we're going to do. I'm going to come down here on the bottom, and I'm going to click on Save and Close, and we're going to close this invoice. It's saying you have changed the terms to ABC Company. Keep in mind, I didn't go through the more detailed setup. I went through and just added things in as I went along, and it's asking me, do I want to save that in our main setup. So the next time I use ABC Company, all the same settings will apply. I'm going to say yes. That's why I didn't go into the setup at the very beginning. Now we're taking back to our home page. So what we just did is we created an invoice. After we got done, I went down and clicked on Save and Close, and it closed the invoice window and brought us back here. In our next tutorial, we're going to take a look at what really just happened and what sort of occurred when we created our invoice. My name is Tony Holowitz. Thank you so very much. Have a great day.